Are you looking for a space where you will learn to improve your mental strength, emotional health, and heal your insecurities from the inside out? Take the first step to living a more meaningful life with the Better Me with Body by Bree podcast. I'm your host, Bree. I'm a certified personal trainer, entrepreneur, and mother of 3. I've helped empower thousands of women to take action through fitness, nutrition, meditation, personal development, and aligning thoughts with action. This podcast is for those who are ready to feel inspired and motivated to live a more purposeful life. Let's grow together. Have you ever wanted to push pause in your life and just take a weekend to get to know who you really are, what you really want out of life? What are your goals and your dreams? Maybe you want to connect with your higher self and release yourself from limiting beliefs so that you can live your true potential. My mom and I created an incredibly empowering retreat called the Renew Retreats, and I want to give you an inside look of what these retreats are all about, what you can learn, and how you can come to more in the future. I can't wait for you to listen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. I literally just got back from the Renew Retreat at 1:30 in the morning last night, and holy cow, it was such an incredibly uplifting, emotional, beautiful, fun, happy experience. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about what we do at these retreats, why we started them, and how it can help you. Because when people saw how much fun we were having, they were like, wait, I want to do that. I want to learn more. So I thought I'd do a little podcast so that I can refer people here so they can see what they learn and what we do and kind of the why behind it. So first off, I partnered with my mom, and some of you may or may not know who she is. Her name is Andrea Carver Wellness on Instagram, but she is an amazing craniosacral therapist. She's been doing it for 30 years, and her power is helping women to release old habits and limiting beliefs and blocks so that they can just see their higher self, connect with their mission in life. And she empowers so many women, and she helps so many women heal and really change their life. She's an incredibly successful therapist and healer. So I thought, well, why not combine our efforts? Because I do so much with fitness and the body and nutrition and the mind and, your belief systems and self-love and body positivity. And that's what I care about. My mom's helping the emotional and the spiritual side. And I thought, let's combine them so that we can really help as many women as possible on this deeper level. And I mean, as moms, so many times we just kind of lose ourselves in motherhood. We lose what our passions are and what our goals are. And we kind of lose that connection with our higher self and what our true calling is here. And that's what I wanted. And that's what we invested so much of our time and effort into creating. And it was so beautiful. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a background as to why we did this. So I was meditating one day, and every time I get any of my big answers, it's always through meditation, because I'm actually being still enough to listen. And so I always challenge moms to do that, because we never really have quiet time. Then you never really have that time to listen to promptings or your higher self or God or, whatever your belief system is. You just don't hear that, So I was sitting there meditating, and I felt the strongest feeling that I needed to partner with my mom, and I needed to create more experiences in person, because that's what we're both really good at, and that's what we love doing. And so I started thinking, well, how would we do that? Maybe we could do retreats, but then I didn't know how it was going to happen. And it was really crazy how once I decided that and I meditated and prayed on it, I felt like, okay, this is the right path. I'm just going to have faith that this is all going to come together, because, this is greater than me. This has nothing to do with me. This has everything to do with the women who are coming and the healing that can take place. So I just had complete faith. I didn't know how it was going to work. I just knew it was going to work. And I randomly found this house in St. George that was like this beautiful, like it sleeps like 50 people. And there was only one weekend available in the entire year. And it was the same weekend that my mom had taken off work to come visit me. And when I called to book it, they were like, oh, yeah, someone just canceled yesterday. And as I was trying to book it, they were like, oh, someone's trying to book it right now. And I was like, get it, book it. I don't care. I'll figure it out. So I called my mom. I'm like, we're doing a retreat on this weekend. And she's like, are you crazy? That's in like 6 weeks. And I'm like, yep, it's going to work. I just feel led like this is what we're supposed to do. And I just have complete faith it's going to work out. So we were actually really scared to do this. Like, we're like, what if nobody comes? What if people think this is dumb? Or what if, I don't know, like you just kind of have those fears naturally as a human being. Like, maybe it won't work. I don't know. But in the back of my mind, I just felt this like peace, this overwhelming peace that this is what is supposed to happen. And like I said, it's bigger than us and our fears. And so I just had to go with, 2 feet in and just jump right in and be like, nope, this is going to work. And then when we launched the retreat, it ended up selling out in less than an hour and a half. And we could not believe it. We were like, oh, okay, there is a demand for this. This is definitely what women want. They want to be able to like push pause on life and just reconnect without kids, without husband, and just figure out who they are and what do they really want out of life. And so when we got there, it was incredible. We had planned it so day one was all about body, nutrition, fitness, and the mind, and how to get your mind right on the same page as, as your desires and what you really want. We were manifesting. We were learning about Enneagram types and how that translates into your relationships, your diet, your fitness, your life. We were teaching them how to, we were body typing them. So I was teaching them how to figure out what type of body they have and then eat and train according to their body. We talked about gut health. We did a whole nutrition course. Like, it was so helpful. And I think they really enjoyed, well, I know they did because they told me they really enjoyed the one-on-one connection with my mom and I, and being able to just ask questions and like be there, to just like any concerns that they had, we could be there and walk them through that. And so that was really special. And we had so much fun too. Like, we were playing games, we were hot tubbing, we were being silly and doing dance parties. And that was really fun to see them come out of their shell, because most women came alone. And most women were like, I don't really know anyone here. I just felt like I was supposed to be here. And all of the stories of how it, like, each one of them came to be there was really cool. Like, every person who was there was supposed to be there for some reason. And they knew why. And then the day 2 was all about the spirit, because we're talking about body, mind, and spirit. So day 2, my mom had us do we actually walked up to this beautiful meditation labyrinth that was overlooking Zion, had the most beautiful view. And we did these processes, like we did yoga up there. We did the meditation labyrinth. We did like a women's empowering meditation. And at the middle of the labyrinth, we were all silent and we were all huddled together in this like little huddled circle. And we had our arms around each other. And it was completely silent. And all I heard were just like little like sobs. Like, everyone was crying because we could just feel how strong that group was, and this unconditional love and this like overwhelming feeling of pride to be a woman. And we all loved each other on such a deep level. Our spirits loved one another, and we were so connected in that moment. And this might be getting deep, but I told them I felt like we weren't alone in that circle. I felt like our ancestors from before us, who were women, were there, and you could feel it in the air. You could feel how powerful and strong that spirit was. And it was so beautiful and healing. And after that, everyone was like, why would you ever say anything like to tear a woman down or, to be jealous or to gossip? Like, that made everybody feel like, I just want to go home and uplift every single woman that I meet. Like, I want to be that person that helps them and is their cheerleader. And like, we can be together and we can be empowered and we can be powerful and stand in our femininity. And I just wish like every one of you could have been there. It was so beautiful. Then we did other really cool healing processes with my mom, and she helps remove old habits, old traumas, old limiting beliefs that get you stuck in your life and things that are holding you back that you might not know. And almost every single person that I talked to individually was like, I had a major breakthrough. Like, this was exactly what I needed. This was an answer to my prayer. This was so needed for me. I needed to just step away from life and figure this out. I feel so motivated and uplifted, and I'm like ready to take on the world. And it was like really cool just to see the transformations that took place in just 3 days. And just when a woman takes time to be silent and work on herself, it's so powerful because she sees who she really is. She's able to see why she's here and what her purpose is and, her passion in life and her calling in life. And, she has her own identity. And it was really cool because when we were talking, we all had the same emotions. It was like unanimous. Like, we all felt the same things. We were all releasing the same negative emotions. And then we were all filling ourselves up with all the same things. We want to be a good mother and we want to be calm. We want to be connected to our higher self and to God. We want to feel like we are powerful. Like, we want to be a strong wife. Like, I want to have a sense of self and purpose and drive and motivation. And when all of us together are working on the same things, it's really cool and it's really uplifting. So that was like just a little, then we also like had so much fun. We rented e-bikes and we rode all through Zion's National Park on e-bikes and went hiking. And then we all went to dinner after and we were just laughing and everyone was like, it's like girls camp. Everyone was exchanging phone numbers and planning future trips together and like mommy dates together. And it was so cool to see it all come together and know that this was supposed to happen how it happened. And just, seeing all these women make connections on such a deep level with other women who are like-minded and who want to improve and want to experience life at a higher vibration. And it was just really cool to just sit back and witness. And this was so successful. Like, we already have been planning future retreats for women. And so we have one in Park City that is happening in July. It's the weekend of July 9th and 10th. It's at the Canyons Resort, and we have 60 spots available. And we are going to announce that next week. I'll give you a little more information next week, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that is happening. Then we're also doing Laguna Beach, and that retreat is going to be in September. It's a little more exclusive because we're staying at a really beautiful wellness center, and we're only going to allow around 26 people to be at that one. So it's a lot more intimate of a setting. And then in November, we are going to do Arizona, which is at a Deepak Chopra Wellness Center, and it's number 6 wellness spot in the whole country. And that one is going to be, we're limiting that to under 30 people as well, because we want it to be more one-on-one and be able to go really deep with people. And so that's going to be more of like a little more bougie, because we wanted to make sure that people had their own rooms with people that they come with. And it's at this like really nice wellness spa. So just giving you a heads up there. And then next year, we're actually doing a couples retreat in Greece. And my husband, Adam, who runs he runs basically like kind of what I do for women, he does for men. But on the side, just because it brings him fulfillment. So he's kind of like a life coach / spiritual coach. I don't know. Like he helps men to help them because a lot of times they don't have other men to talk to about like issues or problems, and they don't want to feel vulnerable, and they don't sometimes like to talk to their wives because they want to be seen as this like powerful man who can provide for their family, but sometimes they just need a support group and someone that they can be vulnerable with. And so he has chapters all over with those support groups that he does for men. So he's going to come on the Greece trip, and we're actually going to make it a couples trip, and that one's more fun. Like the international trips are just like, hey, come travel with us. We have a travel agent who plans the whole thing, transportation, food, where we stay. We're staying on an island in Santorini, Greece. Like it's going to be so fun. And then it's just mixed with a little bit of, the like wellness and that connection there. But it's really just to have fun. And then we have Bali next September, and that one is actually already sold out, but that one's for fun too. We're just going to meditate and travel and play and explore Bali. So that is the retreat, and the Renew retreats are going to keep going. I feel like it was so successful. We cannot stop. And they were begging for more. And they were like, I didn't realize how bad I needed this. I didn't realize how life-changing it was going to be. It was so much more than I ever anticipated. And everyone wanted it to do it again. So I'm really excited that it was so successful, and it was not at all have to do with us. Like it was successful because they were open and vulnerable and supportive and uplifting to each other. And that's what made it so beautiful. So I hope to see you guys in Park City or Arizona or Laguna Beach. We're just going to have so much fun traveling and helping one another to live your best life. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks for listening. Thank you for joining us in today's episode. If you liked the content and want to hear more, remember to hit that subscribe button and write a review. As a small business owner, I appreciate it more than you know. If you are looking for a program to help with self-confidence, to lose weight, get in shape, and work on your mental, physical, and emotional health, check out my training programs on www.bodybybree.com. My team and I help to hold you accountable through the Body by Bree app, where you log in to see all your workouts, custom meal plan made specifically for you and your needs, and communication through the messenger. You are never alone when you're on the Body by Bree training program. Click the link in the show notes to get more information on how to transform your life from the inside out.